Okay, guys, this is SJS Rana, hashtag SJSRANA, reporting from house number 1493, phase 3B2, Mohali or Chandigarh. It's called sector 59, sector 59, Chandigarh. House number is 1493. This is my residence. So, guys, what you're looking at right now, I'm giving you a clip of April 4th, my CCTV recording of April 4th, 2021. I'm reporting on my local issue as well as something which is more of a cynical nature and a conspiracy you can call, a hate crime. There are many agendas which are working behind the scene, what you're going to witness now. So I've been uploading videos a lot recently for 3-4 days, but this has come up to my attention because this something is unbelievable. So what you're seeing here is there are two guys who have just come up in front of my house. You can see it's locked, the door is locked because I'm inside my house. I'm doing my other things which I don't need to go out, so I've locked it. Time is about 15-30 hours, and this guy has come and parked a bike. And you can see all I'm requesting, like what this guy is all about. He's parking a bike, his motorbike in front of my house. And you can see instantly this guy has come up with some other intention. Though both of them are claiming that they belong to sewage department, which I don't know. They don't have a badge. They don't have any identity. And this guy has blocked my driveway, my parkway. I cannot enter or open the gate. He has parked the motorbike in front of my doorway. Now, all I'm asking is to move, but he doesn't budge to that. Instead, he wants to have a violence. You can see this guy has a boulder rock in his hand. He just picked it 20 seconds back and threatening me to kill or murder. The other guy, which is his assistant, is basically having a sledgehammer in his hand. And this guy is saying that he belongs to sewage department. I'm at my roof, my terrace, and I'm walking. So I saw, because I was already there, I just saw these two guys come up to my residence, just like to my door, my front gate. And they started threatening me, and they started, you can see the dog running away because this guy started shouting loud. So the dog is afraid because it seems like why these two guys are barking. So you can see what's the nature of people here who claim they work for a sewage department from Mohali, which is under MC, local mayor here. And you can see the amount of chaos these people create, or the threatening violence they create to the residents of 3B2. So now, upon my arguments, verbal arguments, because I'm trying to understand, how could a guy come to my doorstep and start threatening me, and verbal arguments. So I'm having verbal engagement with him. So it's like some sort of altercation. I'm just trying to have verbal understanding what this guy is up to. I'm living alone in my house. I've been here for the last 10 years since I moved from US. This house I've been having for almost 16 years. Same location, 1493, 1490, 1493, 3B2. Now, at the same time, you can see a lot of people are passing by. They're watching these guys, these two insane guy who are trying to create a havoc, trying to create a menace here. And this guy is having a boulder. He's many times approaching to my doorsteps, to my front gate, somehow trying to incite violence. And he's asking me to come down and have a fight with him. Even though I could, but the point is, this is unbelievable. He could be a gangster. I don't know what he's up to. He could be somebody else. He could be having under the influence of drugs or liquor. So I'm not supposed to be indecent to that part. I know what these guys up to, because within a minute he started picking a boulder stone and started threatening me to murder. The other guy having a sledgehammer is also parting with this guy as an organized mafia. And just while I was talking and trying to understand, you can see the official van, or the official, you can say a truck which appears from the Punjab government sewage department, which is under MC here, local mayor, and who just happened to come as employee. You can see the third person. Now, very strange, this guy has been in verbal abuse for almost 3 minutes. The other guy, which is from the official department, is just watching as a passerby, as if he's trying to promote this culture of violence. He's not asking this employee that you are standing in front of his house, his gate, and you're trying to threaten and you're trying to throw a stone at him. And I'm just at my terrace. I'm trying to understand the situation still at this point, like why this guy would be so violent. Is this a mafia? Does he belong to the sewage department? Does he really belong to where he says, or he just come to kill me? Because the other guy is having a sledgehammer in his hand. and this guy, both are trying to work out somehow, asking me to come down so they can kill me or murder me. And again, I'm just trying to understand this whole situation, because I've seen lately a lot of hate crimes coming up in India. After COVID-19, people have started violently commit hate crime. And obviously, we know India is number one country for known as a rape capital of the world. People from around the sexual predators, they come and barge in a house and they try to, rape girl openly in India. It's an open policy here. And there's no control India government has been able to implement so far. Every 15 minutes they rape a woman or female. This was me alone, but imagine if there could be some lady alone in a house. She could be threatened. She could be, she could have basically been totally outnumbered by these guys who are trying to threaten a person. Because these guys have come first, they have tried to park a car, the bike, motorbike. It's a personal bike. It's not from the government. And then they try to run two arguments to me. And they have come to my house. It is like maybe 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter away from my gate. And again, this is all against the bylaws and the civil codes, that if you are trying to do even a repair work, a very proximity to a house or residential property, then you must seek permission from the owner first. So they have already violated it, and now they're running the arguments. And they are asking me to come down so they can murder me. So I'm just watching and trying to understand the situation. I'm trying to cool down. So verbal arguments are there. Obviously, verbal engagement is there. He's trying to put abusive word, vulgar word, because I'm just trying to understand and I'm trying to reply back to him. So it's been almost like 6 minutes now where you can see. And whole situation, the other guy from this department, sewage department, MC, municipality of 3B2 Mohali, is just a standby watcher. He's not asking these guys who belong to them that come, you should not resolute to violence, because he's picking stones. Obviously, I'm standing on my terrace. I don't have a stone at my terrace. I don't have anything, I have nothing in my hand. And even my phone wasn't there with me. So I could have snaps or something else, because it was under charging at my ground floor. So now this guy is attempting at every minute to somehow provoke a violence, whereas all I'm asking him on all this time, that he must move his bike away. His personal bike is not supposed to park in front of my doorway. It is supposed to park where it belongs to park. So after like about, you can say 7.5 minutes, this guy agrees to move his bike, his motorbike, which was blocking my parkway, my doorway. Now, this is not just first incident. Earlier also, these guys have done it like that, but I have only reported locally to local MC here. There's a local MC here, mayor, you can say, of Mohali. But this time on April 12th, at about 35 hours, you can see the height of insanity and height of violence. This guy later moved his bike away, and all these are bystanders. They're just watching, and they're just trying to not cool down these idiots, these stupids who have come and barged into a house, but they're just trying to side with them. So this is how the hate crime works here. If you are a minority, belong to a minority religion in India, people from the other majority religion are always given first preference. People try to side with them. You can see, I am nowhere coming to any physical engagement or physical violence. I'm just trying to understand the situation and cool him down. And I'm also talking to this guy who has come with a lorry, government van, and you can see a truck, and trying to understand, do they belong to you? He says, yes, these guys are from the sewage department. These are employees or sort of thing. And I'm also employee of sewage department coming from MC, local MC. There happens to be Kuljit Bedi, who's a local MC here. Also deputy mayor, I believe, which has been recently promoted too. So this is what the situation is. Already on this road, which is 1493, 1492, 1490, daily, I am finding, huge amount of bikers, racers who are running the bikes 60, 70 kilometers per hour. And there's a park, a ground, you can see it's a community ground where kids play. And, anytime a kid can be murdered or killed coming under a bike. And I can always tell you time of CCTV videos, which I'm going to upload, how unsafe 3B2 colony is of Mohali. And also, there are high-end towers, microwave towers in installed on this road of 1493, 1490, 1489. High-end towers, which are microwave towers, injurious to health, installed on these roads for many, many years. Even High Court of Chandigarh here has put up a resolution asking these people who are having a high-end microwave towers to be removed. Now, this guy is not budging despite me telling he's coming on my completely like 2-3 inches away from my door, and now you can see he's still arguing with me. He has a sledgehammer. He says, I'm going to murder you, I'm going to kill you. And I'm saying, I'm just trying to understand what you are doing. So see, he now knocks at my door and he tries to barge into my door, and he has a sledgehammer in his hand and he say, I'm going to murder you and kill you. That's what he's saying. And he tried to open my door also, my gate. So this is what the violence, the amount of insanity is in 3B2. Now this guy started throwing the stones. Now you can see he's picking up boulder stones. Both of these guys clubbed together. The other guy is watching. So it's like organized mafia working in 3B2. So they come from government department, but they're like organized criminals. So they come like an organized mafia. And both of these guys, these are all together. You can see the third guy is watching. He's saying, yes, it's from my department, but for no good reason, they started throwing the stones and boulder rocks, and I'm on my terrace. How can I throw a stone if I don't have any stones on my terrace? So this is Surinderjit Singh Rana reporting from 1493, 1493, phase 3B2, or sector 59, Chandigarh. Now these guys, after failing to do any attempt, have moved away.